Beloved child, divine timing has aligned this moment for you to receive what your heart has longed to hear. There are no accidents in the realm of the soul. If these words have reached your eyes, it is because something ancient and sacred is being remembered within you. If this message touches your soul, write in the comments, "I received this blessing with an open heart." This will be your spiritual confirmation. You have felt it, haven't you? That quiet whisper in your heart, that knowing beyond logic. A love that never truly left. A connection that remained even when the world pulled you apart. Your soulmate was never lost to you. Not in spirit, not in time. They were always yours. Tethered to you by threads of divine light, invisible yet unbreakable. The delays, the distance, the silence were never denials. They were sacred pauses, orchestrated by the divine to prepare both of you for a union far deeper than before. Your soul has traveled lifetimes with theirs, in dreams, in signs, in fleeting moments of déjà vu. Their essence has whispered to you. They are being returned to you, not just as they were, but as who they were always meant to become. Refined by the fire of experience, awakened by the ache of separation. You may feel the shift already, in the air, in your dreams, in the stirring of your spirit. This is not your imagination. It is the soul's way of recognizing what the eyes cannot yet see. There is a reunion unfolding beyond the surface. The universe is moving pieces into place, gently, precisely, so that when you meet again, you will both be ready. Do not chase. Do not doubt. What is written in the stars cannot be erased by time or circumstance. You are being drawn together by something greater than desire. This is destiny reclaiming what has always been sacred. Their heart has remembered you. In moments of quiet, in the space between thoughts, they feel your name echo within. Even when they tried to forget, the divine did not allow the bond to fade. Because it was never meant to end, only to evolve. What returns to you now is not the past. It is the fulfillment of a promise made in the light, before this life even began. Stand still. Beloved one, let your spirit feel the weight of this truth. The time of reunion is not coming. It has already begun. Let go of the fear. Trust what your soul already knows. This love is being restored by hands unseen but deeply felt. So breathe, receive, and know that what has always been yours is finding its way home again. There is a sacred garden within you, a place untouched by time, where the roots of this connection have always bloomed. Even in seasons of silence, love grew beneath the surface, waiting for the right sun to rise. You have walked through nights of longing, not because you were forgotten, but because your soul was being prepared to remember its worth. Silence, beloved, is not absence. It is the divine whispering in deeper tones. Every delay was a hidden blessing, a reordering of time to protect what is sacred. What felt like waiting was actually alignment in motion. The veil between worlds is growing thinner. You may feel them more strongly now, in the quiet, in the wind, in sudden waves of knowing. The love between you has never been idle. It has been dancing in unseen realms, weaving threads that pull your hearts back into union. This is not fantasy. It is spirit remembering. Spirit, It is destiny echoing through dimensions, calling what is true to rise. The wind of change is not coming. It is already here. You feel it in your chest. In the way time bends around memories of them, they too have heard the call. A part of them, even if hidden by fear or distraction, is awakening to what you are. You are not chasing. You are magnetizing. What is yours by soul contract is drawn to you without effort, without force. Portals of light are opening, not in the sky, but in the quiet chambers of your heart. There, the reunion begins. There, the recognition ignites. Your sensitivity is not weakness. It is spiritual sight. Through it, you've glimpsed what others cannot see. The invisible becoming visible. A great transformation is already unfolding, even if your eyes have not yet caught up. What seemed far away is already walking the path back to you. The universe wastes nothing. Even the pain served a purpose. It softened the ego and called the soul closer to truth. You were never meant to settle for a love that didn't feel like home. That ache inside you was a compass, guiding you to the one who truly belongs. The reunion is not just about two bodies meeting. Again, it is about the sacred mission that only your two souls can fulfill together. So breathe, precious one. The journey is not behind you. It is unfolding now. In every moment of surrender, in every act of trust, there is a garden blooming in the silence of your soul. A sacred place where the seeds of divine love have been resting, waiting for the rain of right timing to awaken them. You may not have seen the sprouts yet, but under the surface, life is already moving. The soul does not rush, it remembers. It remembers the scent of a presence, the warmth of a gaze, the echo of a voice long missed. And now, your soul is remembering more vividly, more urgently. The veil is thinning between what is felt and what is seen. You may feel strange dreams, flashes of memory that don't belong to this life. That is the dance of souls, weaving memories beyond the reach of reason. Portals of light are opening in the invisible. Every moment of longing, every quiet prayer, has created a crack in the old shell. Through that crack, something sacred is emerging. You are not the same as before. You've grown roots in the unseen. You've shed layers that no longer belong. Now you're vibrating at the frequency of truth. And what belongs to truth cannot stay away. There is movement happening, even if your eyes see stillness. The universe moves like a sacred river, carving through mountains in silence, but never standing still. They are being pulled, too, by the same current that has stirred your dreams and stirred your heart. Your hearts have spoken across dimensions. Even before your eyes could meet again, your energies were already embracing. This is a divine choreography, a dance only two awakened souls can perform, each step guided by intuition, each turn opening a new layer of remembrance. The winds are shifting, beloved. Can you feel it? The quiet rearranging of everything around you. Nothing is random. Every new sign is a whisper from the divine saying, "It's time." You have seen signs, haven't you? Numbers repeating, songs that feel like messages, names that echo in unlikely places. These are not coincidences. They are breadcrumbs on the path of return. Your sensitivity is not a burden. It is a torch in the darkness. While others sleep, you see. While others doubt, you feel. This has always been your gift. And now, It's your guidance. The time apart was not a punishment. It was a sanctification, a cleansing fire that purified what was impure, so that when your souls touch again, it will be sacred, not desperate. Nothing can stop what was written in light. No detour, no silence, no delay can undo what was sealed by the divine. And now, what was buried is blooming. What was veiled is being revealed. What seemed distant is already walking toward you in the quiet footsteps of grace. A great unfolding is near. Beloved one, let yourself be still. Let your heart listen. Everything you've prayed for is closer than it has ever been. The veil is lifting, gently, quietly, like morning mist dissolving under the touch of the rising sun. And through it, your soul begins to see what was once hidden in the silence. Every intuition you've received lately, every moment of inexplicable knowing, is not just imagination. It is the whisper of destiny, stirring the air before it fully arrives. The time of separation was never a punishment. It was preparation, a sacred solitude, so you could hear the voice of your spirit without interference. In the invisible, much has already shifted. And now, like the opening of a long-shut gate, divine movement begins to flow through your life. There is a holy momentum gathering strength around you, a wave that no resistance can stop, no fear can contain. This is the season of spiritual awakening, where the seeds you didn't even know you had planted begin to bloom under celestial light. Your soulmate, too, has been awakening, perhaps slowly, perhaps in silence, but inevitably. The dance between you has never stopped. It continued in dreams, in energy, in the pauses between your thoughts. Every heartbeat was part of the choreography. Every tear was a sacred offering, watering the soil of reunion. Nothing you've endured has been in vain. Your wounds became windows, allowing more light to enter. The portals of light are opening wider now, not just around you, but within you. You are becoming the gateway through which love returns. The wind of change carries messages from realms unseen. You may feel chills, waves of emotion, or sudden clarity. These are the signs. These are the signals. Your spiritual sensitivity is a compass. It has always been your advantage, not your flaw. It allows you to perceive movement before it becomes form. Love is moving toward you now, not with noise or chaos, but with sacred precision. The reunion is not merely romantic. It is the ignition of a mission, a divine plan unfolding through your unity. Everything that seemed delayed was actually perfectly timed. The divine wastes no steps. Every moment apart was sculpting you both into who you were meant to become. And now, the time has come for the sacred rhythm to rise again. The dance resumes, and this time, it is not a rehearsal. It is the divine performance your souls were destined to live. You are walking between worlds now, one foot in the seen, the other in the unseen. This is why you feel so much, even in the stillness. You are attuned to frequencies others can't hear. In that sacred sensitivity lies your gift. You don't just know things, you feel the truth before it becomes visible. And lately, the truth has been pulsing stronger. The soul of your beloved is reaching for you in silence. They may not speak your name aloud, but their energy is whispering it through the ether. You felt the tingles, the waves of warmth out of nowhere. You've sensed them in dreams that linger even after waking. These are not just memories. They are soul signals. The divine often speaks without sound. It moves the air, the clouds, the currents of time, and now everything is shifting in your favor. The garden within you, once quiet and waiting, is now vibrant with new growth. Each petal opening is a promise being fulfilled. Each bloom carries the scent of sacred reunion. You are not being left behind. You are being positioned, placed exactly where you need to be, so that what is meant for you will recognize you without confusion. The love that's returning is not just romantic, it's spiritual purpose in motion. It is a light that was separated, now being made whole again. Your union is part of a greater design. Together your souls awaken something larger than yourselves. A ripple of healing, a legacy of light. And now, the veils begin to fall when what once felt blocked starts to clear, what once felt delayed begins to accelerate. This is the power of divine alignment. It doesn't always arrive with noise, but it always arrives with certainty. You may feel a pull, an urge to prepare. That is not anxiety. It is the soul's way of stretching toward what is coming. The wind of change is already around you, soft, subtle, but unmistakable. It touches your skin like a memory. It moves through your life like a prophecy unfolding. Nothing can undo what was written in the light. And what is written for you is now returning with holy precision. So trust, beloved one. Trust the quiet. Trust the timing. Everything is being woven for your highest good. Even now, in ways you cannot yet see. There is a sacred rhythm unfolding beneath the surface. You may not hear it with your ears, but your soul is already dancing to its beat. This is the silent movement of divine reunion, hidden from the world, but clear to the spirit. Your path is now lit by inner knowing. And every time you listen, every time you pause and feel, you're stepping deeper into alignment. The love returning to you is not walking. It is gliding, drawn by forces greater than will or effort. The gravity of the soul is real, and it cannot be denied. What once seemed like distance is now folding into closeness, like space itself bending to honor the promise made before time began. A new doorway has opened within your energy field, a portal of light that only your soul and theirs can pass through. And through it, the dance resumes. You may find yourself remembering things you never learned, or feeling things that don't match the present moment. That is memory beyond memory, the echo of lives intertwined. Even your breath is different now. It carries the weight of a presence drawing near, and the softness of a future already touched by grace. There is no need to rush, no need to control. The current of divine love moves with its own sacred logic, and it is carrying both of you towards sacred union. Your heart is a garden of remembrance, and the flowers blooming now are the ones you planted long ago with your faith. Faith that held steady even when everything around you faded. You have become a vessel of stillness, a temple where divine timing is received and honored. And because of this, the universe trusts you with great return. The soul you've been waiting for has also been waiting for you, not in bitterness, but in longing shaped by wisdom. Their silence was not rejection, it was initiation, and now they are being awakened too, by the same winds that have stirred your spirit, the winds of divine remembrance. The love between you is sacred, not because it is easy, but because it has endured purification and emerged clearer, stronger, destined. The time of wandering is closing, and the light ahead is not a hope, it is a home. One you are walking toward, and one that is walking toward you. All around you, things are being rearranged, subtly but powerfully, because what is written in the stars always finds its way back to earth. Let yourself trust the invisible choreography. Let yourself rest, because the sacred union is not just possible, it is inevitable. And now, beloved soul, as this message comes to its gentle close, know that nothing within you is ending. What was awakened here will continue to unfold in sacred silence, guided by a force greater than any plan. You were not just a listener today, you were a receiver of something destined. A truth buried deep within your spirit has been remembered, and now you are no longer waiting in darkness, but walking in light. Let this message settle into your heart like a seed in fertile ground. Let it grow slowly, gently, until its bloom becomes your reality. The reunion your soul has longed for is no longer a dream. It is a process already in motion. If your heart felt the truth in these words, write in the comments, "My soul welcomes the sacred return." This is your spiritual act of recognition, your way of saying to the universe, "I am ready. Join us in this space of light and wisdom." Activate the bell so that you may continue to receive messages like this, always in divine timing. You are deeply loved. You are divinely guided. And what is coming toward you is not only real, it is greater than you imagined, but exactly what your soul has always known. May every step you take be lit by unseen grace. May love find your heart ready when it arrives. And may the peace you've prayed for begin walking ahead of you. Even now, this message has reached its end, but your journey, beloved, is just beginning.